Hey guys, this is Sandy and welcome to a special edition of the Answer More of It show here on Dash Radio, and I have a special guest tonight.
What's the deal, y'all? It's Dee Romeo out of the southeast side of LA.
We're going to talk a little bit about who he is and what he's been doing and future projects that you have coming up. Give me a little bit of background, of your name and, originally where you're from and how you started.
I'm actually Argentinian,
Okay.
so a lot of my family is from over there. I was raised here in California, in the city of Whittier.
Okay.
I started making music from before, but to be honest, I started pushing music now. I just recently got out of prison.
Okay.
So I started pushing music. The name Dee Romeo, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's actually my name.
It's actually your name.
My first
Okay.
name is Dennis, so that's where the D comes from. My
Okay.
middle name is Romeo, but growing up, I was called by my middle name a lot.
Oh.
So I figured just kind of take away from my first name, and it's Dee Romeo.
Okay, that's what's up. You mentioned that you were in prison. Do you want to talk a little bit about, not what you did, but, more about, what inspired you to, let me make a change in my life to take it to music from what you know?
Before I went away, I was writing music, I was rapping, I just wasn't really taking it serious. And, the reason I started making music is I deal with, depression and anxiety, certain things, so it was like a therapy for me. So, I was just kind of messing with it. It was just, to myself. But then I went away for a while, and I knew, I had a second chance at life because I was fighting a lot of time before I took my deal. But when I did go away, I was still young, but I still, in the back of my head, always went back to writing music. Even when I was locked down in the cell, everything, it just happened to be my therapy for any type of pain that I felt. What inspired me was just because if I got so much to talk about, so much pain, so many things I feel like people kind of are more touchy on those subjects. So I could reach out to people and talk about my story, what I've been through, and just let it ride, I know a lot of people go through things, and I know I probably could speak about a lot of stuff that people feel.
Right.
So that's what inspired me, was to get out and kind of give this big push with this music now.
Right. Kind of to inspire others from what you've been inspired.
Yeah, just touch people. Just be myself too, and just tell it like it is.
How do you feel about more of what you're telling me with your music, that it's giving you a second opportunity? Do you think that you can say, have you made an impact on somebody yet, or do you think that eventually you will, when people start recognizing you more and you get your name out more?
Right. To be honest with you, I'm blessed to say, anybody who listens to my music, they say it touches them. Or I have random people reach out to me. I check my DMs, and sometimes I get a lot of DMs though. So when someone that I open their message, I mainly open their message because I got tagged about my music. So it opens me to go check what their feedback or whatever. And everybody, girls and guys, that's what's crazy. You just inspired me, or you talked about something that I go through, or I'm feeling that right now. So they listen to it. And it made me kind of feed off of that and realize I'm doing something right. I'm spreading a message that's real. Right. Maybe I can help people like that,
That's so powerful too, because we have a lot of music out that it's just bullshit.
Right.
Let's just be real. It's just bullshit. So I'm glad that you're able to at least, have a connection with your audience as well. Having to open your DMs and have that, interaction is more than important, because I feel like a lot of artists don't do that. They're just kind of oh, well, I'm popping already. I don't need anybody. And it's not about that. It's about, having that with your audience. Yeah. So that's amazing that you're doing that.
Right.
So tell me about this last project that I saw the music video. I know, because it made a little noise and I was like, oh, let me scoop it up. I liked how you did the whole blood in, blood out theme. It caught my attention, especially because it's not a Chicano rap song. And I'm not going to put any labels on anything, especially because you're Latino, we shouldn't be putting labels. But I felt like the song and the video brought in together, wow, it was mind-blowing to me.
Let's start when I made this song with me and Mac G. Shout out Mac G too. That's who I work with a lot. Very good artist, talented.
Amazing.
So when we started working on this song, I came with the hook, and then it was the biggest thing that I'm trying to do, obviously everybody wants to kind of be different.
Right.
But my main thing with this song obviously was we gotta grab people, right? We gotta grab people. So I started off with the R&B feel, and that was me going out of my comfort zone, because I'm mainly trying to rap right now, but I was trying to find the R&B feel, auto-tune. So I did that, and then I took my whole verse. If you could tell, I'm kind of sing rap, I'm slow. And I told Mac, because I know Mac is very good at what he does, and I told him, when you come on this verse, go with your aggressive rap, hard, just talk your shit, you know what I mean? And so we did that. Well, now we got the song finished, and we listened to it, and it's like, man, it's different. Like, it's different. It got two different feels.
Yes.
Like, even if you notice in the hook part and when the first pause, I get a phone call. It's from a girl.
Yeah.
And like I'm telling her.
You're like,
yeah. And then
like, bitch.
yeah.
Real shit.
And then like when the call's over,
Yeah.
she clicks on me. And I'm like, fuck, you know, and then we go back to what we're doing. So if you could catch that too, it separated the song. First I'm got the little like good little vibe singing, rapping,
right.
and then that little clip comes in, and then now it feels like a whole other song now. When Mac G came in, it was like, whoa, like all right, like we got two different flavors. And like when we were getting ready to shoot the video, me and Mac both talked about it. We're like, hey, what could we do to be different? You know what I mean? What could we do to be different? And sure enough, it's like people talk about how me and him together, like we're both Hispanic, Latino, and stuff like that. So, like you can kind of bring back the culture.
Right.
Like got to look for it, do what you got to do, bring out the culture. So grab somebody. And we thought first thing was, hey, blood in, blood out. Like he even named Charlie Brown, one of the characters and stuff. And we started thinking about it. I'm like, man, that'll be hard because it's for our generation, but we're also showing like the older generations, maybe older people who like check it out or they're like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, it totally blew my mind because, of course, I'm old,
Yeah.
as you guys know. But it brought me that old vibe to the
Right.
new vibe and what you guys are rapping. And I'm just like, it was just mind-blowing. It caught my attention. And I for me, as you know, as I'm learning who you are,
Right.
I appreciate it. I was like, hey, this is dope. I can fuck with this because it's not, you're not labeling yourself and you're not afraid.
Right.
And I could tell right away. From the minute that we've been talking, you're not afraid to take that step. And that's something that a lot of people need to do. And I'm glad that at least you're doing it to start off. So that's really dope.
Exactly. That was success. It felt good after we dropped that. I was happy with it.
That shit hard.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much. For real.
Yes. So you're working currently on an album or you're an EP? What do they call it now? An EP?
Right.
I'm barely getting.
Yeah, okay, because I'm getting the hang
artist.
of, artists telling me now, oh, it's not a full-on album,
Yeah,
but it's an EP. So what are you currently working on?
Right now, I'm gonna call it a tape, little
tape, okay.
mixtape. With again Mac G. Shout out Mac G again.
my
Yeah,
boy.
very talented. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna put pressure on that word, but very good artist, and I got a good relationship with him too. I'm real tight with him. Just a real good individual. So we got this tape we're working on. I'll say it now. It's pretty much finished, and yeah, and want to drop it sometime in December. I won't really say when, but that's what we're gonna drop in December.
Okay.
May I tell anybody who's watching, you guys, like this one's gonna go for real. I know people say that a lot when they have confidence in their own stuff, but I really feel like once again we brought a whole lot of different flavors to this tape that's coming. Like for any vibe, and what I try to do, I'm sure himself too, when we make music is can we grab females and can we grab males? Not just one thing. You feel me? So,
thank you for that. Because there's a lot of politician shit going around, and I'm sorry, I tend to speak my mind on shit, but it's like I'm glad that you're doing that, and you're the new generation,
right?
So I'm glad that you're doing that. I'm glad that you're going outside of your comfort zone, and I'm sure you speak Spanish. Any mix in there, like hey, like a little shout out. Not necessarily you like start rapping in Spanish, but anything like to mix it in.
You never know.
You never know. So you guys got to check that out.
Smart.
It's always about trying to be different. This Friday, I believe, this Friday's my drop. I'm dropping another single with Mac G.
Okay.
Called Back to Back. That's what it's called. And this one, we just talking our shit. It's dropping Friday. I believe it's the 20th that day.
Okay.
And that's when it's dropping. That's my next drop. Visuals, I'll tell you guys as soon as we're done with this tape, we're working on visuals for every song.
Yeah.
Anything that I bring out, like, I need visuals with it. I don't really want to sit on the song and like, you know what I mean? It's just, I feel like in order to grab my full potential, like everybody, they need a video to the song.
Exactly.
And sometimes like someone might mess with the song, but I know some people listen to music, but they love turning on their TV and going to the music video.
Me too. That's me. That's me all the time. I like to be like, okay, what does this look like?
Or someone might not really know me, but they heard the song and they want to know how I look.
Exactly.
Like, who is this guy? Like, let me see how he looks.
So I'm telling you, when I looked up your song, I was like, what the hell? Like, it just took me, it blew me away, especially because I'm from the older generation.
Right,
so,
understood.
I'm just like, wow, like, I'm glad that somebody younger is actually, I want to say, have the balls to say, hey, like, I'm going to do something new. I'm going to mix it in the old with the new.
I grew up off of oldies. Like, I grew up off of just lowriders, car shows. And, like, a lot of people don't know, if you guys don't know, but the girl on that song, the only girl that shows her face, that's my mom with the tattoos all over her face. Yeah.
She be looking like a baby. Your mom looks good.
Yeah, for real. She's standing there with her face all
I was
tatted.
like, oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, when I was shooting that video, I was like, my mom's old school. I need you, ma. I call her up like, hey, ma, I need you on the video.
Your mom
like,
looks like a baby. Much respect.
She's gonna love hearing that. She's gonna love hearing that.
Of course, let us know anything that you need us to help you promote your music videos. Again, just tag me. We'll repost it on my page, on the Answer More of It page. Anything to support, especially that you're upcoming an artist. We want to be able to show more love.
Understood.
With the community and just support each other.
Right.
It's time for a change. We're in the weird times on Earth that we don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. But we're not gonna get to that part. But just it's about all of us being humbled at the end of the day and just showing each other love. So let them know where they can find you on Instagram. I don't know if you have a Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I don't know. OnlyFans.
Hey, get your money, bro.
All right. My OnlyFans is.
I was like, dang, dead ass.
All right, y'all. It's Dee Romeo again. My Instagram is @_DEE Romeo _. My Twitter is the same. And mess with me on TikTok too. I'm up on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie, I'm up on TikTok. My TikTok is the same name as my Instagram, y'all.
Well, you guys know where to find me, Sandy Pants. And we'll see you guys next time.
And it's a wrap. Peace out, niggas.
It's a wrap.